All right, so getting ready for our
Okay, I
next
believe we're
game.
live now.
Yeah.
Hi,
Okay, I
everyone.
believe we're live now.
Quick moment to appreciate
Hi,
the music
everyone.
and explain some things.
Take a
My
quick
name's
moment to appreciate
DrunkWario,
the music
and I will
explain some
broken.
things.
We are trying to contact him. We have a couple audio issues right now. All right, let's see if this works.
As soon as we log in, we have to delete our save file. Just do it again for good measure. Time will start as soon as I click the login button. We'll give you a countdown from 3. We got 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so a lot of things are going to happen very quickly in this game. I'm going to try to explain it as they come. So we're going to get 6 tools throughout the course of the run. The first one we get is the liker. The liker lets us interact with things pretty much. So if we're going to talk to people, you can get to our first person is Oni-chan. Oni-chan cares about us and our well-being, despite the fact that she will not answer very basic questions like who are we, who she is, or where we are. So we're just going to hope that she doesn't do anything bad later. So, given that this is a vaporwave computer game simulator, we're going to be collecting likes. Likes are it's basically the only collectible element in the entire game. Well, there's two actually. There's likes and then there's triangles. The triangles are important for completing the story. Likes are used for getting into new areas. So, when we talked to Oni-chan at the sign-up booth, she gave us a quest. This quest is to get 350 likes so we can become popular enough to talk to the server admin. If we do not get 350 likes, Oni-chan will not let us into the server to let us get out of Domo Paradiso. We got our second tool right here, the bookmarker. Normally, we were supposed to be able to start a free trial of stairs in order to let us get out of this pool of despair because we cannot jump. But using the bookmarker, which lets us teleport, it lets us save a location at any time and teleport back to that location. We're using this bookmarker to get little tiny vertical boosts, and using these tiny little vertical boosts, we're able to go back the way we came because the stairs would actually spawn in the other way, which would let us go in a circle more or less. So we're going to go through this fake wall. We're going to see a triangle here. We're going to pick it up. There's 15 triangles in this game. We need to collect all 15 to get to the end of the game in the very final server. So the next thing we would normally need to do is to collect 3 katana parts, but we're just going to click through a wall and grab the finished katana without actually getting any of the parts. It's very easy, very simple. Getting all the katana parts would waste probably like 5 minutes, so we're not going to do that. So normally what we would do next is go into the mall and sign ourselves up for a credit card. We're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to go back to the sign-in booth here real quick and do our first rocket jump. And this trick is a bit finicky. Actually got it first try, neat. And now we're going way high up. So the bookmarker has very interesting properties. If you are directly above a ceiling when you bookmark and the ceiling is thick enough, you will actually rocket jump into the sky. And we're going to use this a few times during the run. Got that one first try too, neat. And we're going to rocket jump up to Dragon Road Summit and grab our next tool, which is the Hyperlinker. The Hyperlinker is basically a grappling hook or a hook shot from Legend of Zelda. And we're going to use it on targeted advertising panels to hook shot over to places. We're going to, that one's supposed to happen. That's fine, though, we can do this again. What was supposed to happen was that I fall out of bounds to a spot underneath the mall, but I accidentally moved a bit too over to the right. We're going to try that again, though. I didn't waste too much time. We have to balance ourselves on this rock here and fall back in. We're going to place a bookmark right here. We're going to fall back inbounds, click this triangle, fall back out of bounds. And we're going to place a very specific bookmark right there because the bookmarker not only remembers your location, but where you were looking when you bookmarked. So we need to be looking in a very specific direction for this next trick. So remember how I said that we needed 350 likes to get into the admin's office because the admin won't talk to anyone that's not popular enough? Well, we're going to do a wrong warp right here. We're going to bookmark again really quick. And hi, admin. The admin is finally ready to let us leave, so we're going to open the way up to Access Plaza. So there was actually a potential soft lock there. If I did not set another bookmark as soon as I wrong warped, I would be stuck in the admin's office because the door still doesn't open unless I have 350 likes. So we're going to grab one more tool before we leave Domo Paradiso, and that is the camera. The camera is very important, not only for taking pictures, but for opening up new areas of the game through glitch lens that we're going to get later. When we leave Domo Paradiso, we're automatically granted all tools temporarily. Also, Oni-chan here asked us if we're making friends. We're not going to make friends because I guess she believes in us that we'll get it eventually anyway. We're going to be granted all of the tools regardless of whether or not we actually have them when we leave Domo Paradiso. However, if we were to come back to Domo Paradiso, we would lose all of the tools that we were granted temporarily. Also, this is the Maiminator. We need to listen for a very specific sound effect. If we don't get it, the run's not blessed. Will you get it? Ah, we didn't get it. Shame. So the only reason we tossed in the Maiminator there is because his quest to complete is very easy. His quest just involves taking a picture of him and talking to him twice. Every time you complete a quest, you get 50 likes. So even though we did not need 350 likes to leave Domo Paradiso, we actually do need 350 likes to enter the next area of the game, Aquanet, which is a C-Punk Echo Jams themed level. But we're going to get a decent amount of likes in this next area, which is called Access Plaza. Access Plaza is the general hub level of the game. Also, we got a credit card now. We're going to actually need the credit card in Aquanet and not much else. So we're going to set a bookmark here. We're going to hyperlink up to this invisible hyperlink panel. We're going to grab this triangle. And we're going to go past this invisible wall and grab all these fake. We're going to bookmark back out. We're going to take some pictures of these pretty flamingo statues. Going to hyperlink over here, take another picture of these glitched panels, and we're going to slash a bunch of these pop-ups. So the way those camera tokens work is that whenever you take a picture with camera tokens in it, you get awarded likes based on 2 to the n squared, where n is the number of triangle or number of camera tokens that were in that picture. So there were 7 tokens in that last picture, so we got 2 to the 7th power of likes, which is 49, and that's a lot of likes. But anyway, this is Aquanet. Aquanet is, as I said, an Echo Jams C-Punk based level, and we need to gather 20 camera tokens for a quest we're going to get eventually. Also, this bridge is going to collapse, but it's quicker to just jump off the bridge anyway. You're not supposed to be able to jump off the bridge, but it's just like seconds quicker if you fall off yourself instead of waiting for it to happen. We're going to grab some more camera tokens here. We need 20 camera tokens before we talk to a certain character that's in that temple right there. Thankfully enough, there's quite a decent amount in the path we're going. So there's another triangle on the roof of this temple. I actually did not know how to get this triangle legitimately when I played this game for like 4 times. I had to have someone in my YouTube comments tell me how to get that triangle legit instead of cheating using the bookmarker jump. It's a little bit of a silly thing. Apparently that triangle is the hardest to get in the game legit. We're going to set up a potential soft lock if I screw this up. Anyway, this is Socrates, famed Greek philosopher. His profile picture is him sitting on the toilet. We're going to lick our blade to show us our skills. That dialogue option between nodding that we are the apprentice of the dude that supposedly gave us the katana and licking the blade, there's no difference, but licking the blade is obviously the option you want to go for. So we have proved ourselves worthy by slashing some pop-ups. I never actually explained what the katana does. The katana is never used for combat. The katana is used to get rid of pop-ups and things like that. Apparently I didn't get enough camera tokens. I thought I did. I know where some backups are. There's 1. There's 2. I think that should be enough. I don't know why I didn't get enough. Did I miss something on the roof? Oh well. It's not a big deal. Those are some fine pictures. Take this lens and use it wisely and don't get addicted. So there is a soft lock here if I'm... Okay, good. You can actually teleport out of that... you can actually teleport out of that temple without grabbing the glitch lens for your camera, and then you soft lock because you need the glitch lens to progress. And you can't get back in the temple without the glitch lens at that point, so it'd be a bit of a mess. Anyway, what we would normally do at this point is activate 3 other temples' power sources to let us out of Aquanet. We need to go to the quad, we need to go to memory, and we need to go to processing. We're never going to go to processing, and we're going to spend as little time in the quad as possible. So if you could probably guess by now, we're not actually going to activate power sources. We're just going to rocket jump out back onto the bridge and leave Aquanet as soon as we get the other triangles. So we have 2 triangles right now. We actually do 1 temple to get the last triangle, but we're going to set up our exit before we get there because it's quicker to actually rocket jump over to the temple instead of doing it legit. Also, this trick may be very dangerous. I don't know where I am right now. Okay, good. Hello? Why am I not jumping? There we go. So that trick had a potential to have me fall out of the world, and then I'd have to soft reset and then start Aquanet all over again, and that would be very bad. But that thankfully didn't happen, and I didn't have to have that take too many tries. So we're going to open the store up, and guess what, everybody? It's math time! Who's good at math here? I am. So we need to solve 3 algebra problems in order to open the final doors. We need to do x plus y plus x, and x plus y plus x times x plus y. So we have 5 plus 6. The first answer is 11. We have 5 plus 6 plus 5, round up if even, but it already is even, so we're going to do 16. Then we're going to do 16 times 5, which is 80, plus 6 is 86. And that's how you do math quickly in your head. I paid $216,000 in tuition in math very quickly. Not really. They gave me scholarships, so it was more like $90,000. Yeah. There's an invisible wall here. Also, this is Sheeb Robot. He's supposedly our friend, but we never actually talked to him. He's very happy to see us, regardless of the fact that we haven't seen him before. And he calls us our friend, despite the fact that we've never talked to him before. So this is the Temple of Memory. All of these books in the walls have lore about what broken reality is and the story. The story is actually very loose. There's supposed to be 2 people that started Natum together, and they were supposed to like have differences over what Natum was supposed to be and how it's supposed to be commercialized and all that. And eventually, one of the friends gave up and left. One of those friends is supposed to be the admin that we met back in Domo Paradiso, and the other friend we have not met yet. We were supposed to have met them by now, but we have glitched our way past this. So with the glitch lens, we're going to get 2 more triangles in Axis Plaza and 1 more triangle back in Domo Paradiso. Because 1 triangle that is in Domo Paradiso requires the glitch lens to get, so we have to do a little bit of backtracking. Oh, hello. There we go. This triangle is very obtuse to get in a casual play because the glitch eyes are very obvious. Also, we're going to walk backwards into the loading zone, just for swag. It's actually slower to walk backwards into the loading zone instead of setting a bookmarker at the loading zone, but you don't want to do that. So we're going to go back to where we got the bookmarker, activate some glitch eyes, and oh, there's the last one. We're just going to grab this last triangle really quick, bookmark back up to the Axis Plaza entrance, and watch this slow cutscene again. So, as you can see on the map screen, there is a 3 on the upper right of the screen. That 3 represents all the triangles we have. There are triangles, so we need to get 15 triangles in order to legitimately access the end of the level, or the end of the game, rather. we're not actually going to legitimately enter the last part of the game because we would need 3,900 likes to do that, and that is extremely slow because light grinding is very, very tedious and very slow. If I were to actually do legitimate light grinding, I would be sitting in our next level and spamming left click for 7 to 8 minutes, and that's not fun. So we're not going to do that. So we need to set up another wrong warp here. The next level we're going to enter is Love Cruise 64. There are actually two entrances to Love Cruise 64. One of them requires 3,000 likes to enter the VIP area, and one of them requires 800 likes to enter the employee area. But we're not popular enough to enter either area legitimately, so we're going to teleport up to the roof of the cruise, fall into the VIP area, and now we are on Love Cruise proper. So Love Cruise is a very short area. It's very unfortunate because the music in this area it's great. It's basically the best music in the entire game. Anyway, we're going to throw these vegetables, teleport back up here, catch our own pass. Yay, we caught our own throw. So we're going to set our vegetables that we threw up on the ground here, and we're going to do Jeff Skip because you see that fella in the banana hammock over there? His name's Jeff. So that's why we call it Jeff Skip. Because Jeff is supposed to teach you how to swim to enter the pool, but you can just clip into the pool anyway. So this is very dangerous coming up here. Thrown objects in this game have very unique properties. So we're going to set a bookmarker on top of our thrown object, throw our object out of bounds, teleport back where our bookmarker is. We're going to fall back inbounds into the suites area of the ship, which you would normally need to do like about 7 minutes of side quests in order to actually enter this area legit. We would not actually need to come into this area at all. One triangle that's located at the end of this hallway. The quests in this area are actually very silly. To help some robots fall in love, cooks food for some robots, and get a bunch of bar drinks ready for the patrons. But we're not going to do any of that because it's very slow. And you're also supposed to collect hotel room keys. That key right there that you saw is supposed to be for hotel rooms. You're supposed to collect all 8 of them to actually enter that area legit, but we're not going to do that because we already got what we needed from the suites. This game is incredibly complex. And in a regular playthrough, this game, it's supposed to generally be just like a walking simulator with light puzzle elements until the very end. But I love this game regardless. This game is very fun in a casual playthrough. Music is sick. The soundtrack actually has featured Vaporwave artists. It has Death's Dynamic Shroud.wmv. It has Cat System Core. It has who was the guy that made the title theme? Oh, I didn't actually activate the lever. Whoops. He's slipping my mind. It has a bunch of N's in its name. It's just like 4 N's in a row, followed by some other consonants. It slipped my mind. Anyway, we're going to get rid of some of this garbage. We're going to do hyperlink up here. And there is one more triangle sitting at the very, very top. Going to actually complete the engine room proper since once we complete the engine room proper in a casual playthrough, it would just lead us back into the VIP area of the ship, but we were already at the VIP area, so we don't need to go back again. And we're going to leave through the hidden employee entrance. We need to activate this lever really quick. Normally, you would need the bookmarker to bookmark back to this part to actually like open the wall legitimately, but because we're moving faster by walking diagonally, I never actually explained that, but you've seen me walking diagonally this entire time. You actually move faster if you walk diagonally than in a straight line, left to right, forward, or backwards. So if you move diagonally through that hallway, you can the wall. You'd have to hit the lever again. We're going to wrong link right up here again, and now we're on the ceiling. We're going to be doing this twice. Once to enter GeoCity. GeoCity is my second favorite part because it's inspired by Blade Runner and one of the best vaporwave albums of all time, Birth of a New Day by 2814. We need to wait for the train here. Let's see what some NPCs say. They sure said some things. So we're going to take the train to GeoCity. GeoCity is very long, but now it's very short because we realize that thrown objects in this level. So this is very dangerous. I'm going to be a little bit quiet here. So we're going to do some can jumps. Cans are much less volatile to do skips with than the ingredients because their collision is much less wonky when you're standing on top of them. We're going to try to this roof. Cool. Ah, no! It didn't quite work. Let's do this one more time. There's a backup can we have here. Oh my, this is not working. It's somewhat random if this trick works or not. It looks like it should be as simple as where you are in the can when you pick it up determines which direction you go, but sometimes you just go in random directions and it's not fun. Okay, so we got up there. We got up there in one try without needing to throw the can. Whatever. So there's a glitch area back here. We're going to pick up another triangle. We're going to bookmark back up here. We're going to set our bookmark on our can again, and we're going to can jump over this way. Can jumping is a lot harder than it looks. Your horizontal cannot be altered while you are in the air. It can only be temporarily, well, not temporarily. You can only subtract from it in speed. So you can see me kind of like going in this direction. I can't change this direction. I can only slow down or speed up how fast I'm going in that direction. One more can jump over here. That's not good enough. Let's try this again. There we go. So normally what would happen in this area, clear our debt, get $1 million, and become rich enough to enter Natum D Top, which is a tower, the elite of the elite. But instead of getting $1 million and proving ourselves worthy, we're just going to walk into the elevator backwards because there's no collision back there. And we're going to delete our bookmark because we don't want to teleport back out of D Top. And now we need to get into the elite of the elite of the elite by proving that we have the glitch lens and opening up these doors here. The music in this part of the game is great. Unfortunately, I never get to hear it because this area is very, very short-lived. So normally we would get another upgrade to our camera called the triangle lens, which shows us where all the triangles are, but we already have all the triangles, so it doesn't matter. And also, once we get the triangle, there's someone blocking the elevator back down, so we need to actually walk off of the top tower by activating these and then just falling to our death. It's very pretty, though. You can see that this is very Blade Runner-esque. There actually is a texture at the very beginning of the level, a direct reference to Blade Runner, but I did not look at it. I actually wanted to point it out, but I did not. Whoops. Anyway, we are back in Access Plaza. We actually cannot leave the train station legitimately because we need 2,150 likes to get rid of this door that is blocking the exit. So we're just going to bookmark or jump and kill ourselves by jumping into water, and it will respawn us back at the other side. We're going to wrong warp back up here again, and we're going to fall into the loading zone of the final game. And we do have all 15 triangles in order to enter this legit, but we need 3,900 likes to enter it legit, so we're not going to do that. Also, this is the deep web, also known as the inner knee or the inner palatia. It's actually supposed to say internet, but I play in 1600 by 900 windowed mode, so the game cuts off the last letter. If you play in full screen, the letters don't have that spacing and they're all clumped together, and it actually properly says internet. We're going to wrong warp over here. You're not supposed to be able to get there without doing a whole bunch of puzzling and platforming in this area. And we're going to do some very tight hyperlinking. There are actually new hyperlinking panels introduced in this last area of the game that you stick to them when you jump to them. We're going to collect 13 child orbs, or chorbs as I like to call them, which represent either important areas or important characters that we did not talk to. So there's 6 orbs in Plinth, and there's 7 orbs in the next area, the Cradle. We're going to get all of them. There actually is a way to not collect all of the chorbs. So there are 2 categories in all major categories in this run. One of them is called guess percent, and the other one is what? One of them is called guess percent, and the other is called. Where is this child? Where am I right now? Here I am. One of them is called guest percent, and the other one is called full map. So we're going to be talking to this gentleman that's staring into the abyss. He is the fisherman, and the fisherman will give us half. It is technically faster to get the fisherman's half of the map and then guess the other half of the map with a 1 in 1,000 to actually properly guess the map correctly. And we do not want to do that because that would take forever. And the only reason that it's even done is because someone got really lucky with guessing the map solution and did it in like 3 minutes. So we're not going to do that. So this is the cradle. The cradle has 7 collect and is home to a giant tentacle that lives in the lava, and we're not going to hopefully fall in there because that would be very bad. So this has more hyperlinking. Generally, this is pretty much as hard as the game gets. It's still not too difficult. Is what I like about it. Even though this atmosphere is very different from what you've experienced before, it's still not very difficult. We're also going to walk on air. It's not really walking on air, but it's invisible platforms. It would be technically faster to not use the glitch lens on that, since you wouldn't have to waste time pulling it out, but I'm too scared that I would fall off and die, and I don't want to do that. So here is our 12th child, I believe. We're going to hyperlink into this area. There is music, and we are the other person that runs Natum air. We're going to skip all of her dialogue. We need to get all 13 of her children in order for her to give us the other map. And I believe this is child number 13. I was counting internally and I didn't lose track. Thank you. I appreciate your gesture. Cool. Also, they're not her children. Don't bear her no ill will. So now that we have a full map, let's see what our map is. Is this eggplant? Okay, so that's fire. That actually kind of would have been easy to guess. Oh well. So now that we have both of the map parts, we're able to enter the final area of the game, the River Styx. And as you could probably guess by the name River Styx, we are actually going to be doing some very... We're going to be doing something that has supposedly major implications on what the game is and what it's all about. However, we're not going to actually be doing most of River Styx appropriately. So River Styx is a giant maze close to Omega, giant glowing yellow or white orb that provides light, and he would lead you through the River Styx. If you do not follow him, if you don't follow him and just wander blindly around the maze, you'll run into jump scares. I was actually debating whether or not I wanted to show one of the jump scares in this run, but I think I'm on a good timed pace, so I don't want to do that. And normally you would do more hyperlinking puzzles here, but there's no collision, so we're just going to walk out and fall into death. Normally when you fall into death, you're supposed to lose all of your equipment and stuff, but since we never actually activate the cutscene trigger, which is all the way back up there, the game doesn't know to take our stuff away. It's sort of pointless, but, you know. Time is going to be coming up very shortly. As soon as we enter this giant glowing triangle here, we're going to enter the real world, and the real world is thankfully a very short segment. And look who it is! It's Oni-chan. She won't look at us, though. We can get her to twist her neck by sheer virtue of not wanting to look at us. So we're going to walk into the bathroom. Walking into the bathroom activates the computer, and Broken Reality has stopped working. To exit. You cannot fix or find a solution or ignore this unexpected error. Time is going to be right now. And that was Broken Reality. Also, this is probably very loud, so I'm going to turn this down. So for some reason, this is the only music in the game that doesn't mute itself when you alt-tab. Also, this is a remix of Blow Me One Last Kiss by Pink. It's actually a sampled song by Death's Dynamic Shroud off of a C-Punk Revival album. I know a lot more about Vaporwave than I should. Too bad the game audio didn't capture? No! No. It's weird. Dang.
Time was 27:44.
I actually can't hear what you're saying,
All right,
SWC. Let me
we'll get there.
cancel out of that real quick. I'll mute my desktop audio so I won't. Nobody will hear you.
Okay,
Okay, I think it should be good.
good. All right, your time was 27:44.
Dang. That's pretty okay. That's like a minute behind my PB. However, I actually discovered new strats right before the marathon, and I was expecting to get a PB and world record by association, but oh well. I think I screwed up a few things in Aquanet that did that. Oh well.
Yeah. So
Watch
if
this
you,
run.
yeah.
Watch this run on YouTube. The music's really good. Also, I just want to do a quick validation of whether or not I actually got all be done very quickly. We're going to see, yes, so there's 6 on the left, 6 on the right, and 3 in the middle. So we have all 15 triangles, and the run is actually very.
All right, cool. So if you want to plug anything real quick, feel free to.
Um, I guess you would buy this game on Steam. This game is only $15 on Steam. It's very good. Casually, it would probably last you about 10 hours, maybe 15 if you're taking your time enjoying the atmosphere and the music. There is a Discord for the game. I believe that it is publicly posted on the developer's Twitter. It would be at Broken Reality VG. I believe that's the at. Yes, Broken Reality VG on Twitter. They also have brokenrealityvg.com, which is a link to. It has links to the Steam page, or if you're more inclined, a DRM-free copy at GOG. It's a very good game. It's $15. I'd definitely give it a try if you have the money. And if you would like to speedrun this game, there is actually not a speedrun Discord because there's only 2 people that run it, including myself. So you could hop into the actual official Broken Reality Discord, and I guess I could give some tips and tricks. And I'm hoping to put out a tutorial for this game sooner rather than later. But other than plugging myself, I guess, hi, I'm DrunkWario. I do speed games and not speed games over at twitch.tv/DrunkWario. I guess that's all I got.
All right, thank you very much for the run.
Thank you very much for having me for this game and Dead Rising. I believe what is We Love Katamari next?
Next is Stacking Any Percent by Left Side Worldwide. Did a
Okay,
little bit of
hopefully we.
shifting, so that'll be up next.
All right.
So, all right, thanks again.
All right. Thanks again.